Hey, okay, so today is not a game review, but it's game related. I'm going to talk about some different things that I have in my room and why they're important to me. So yes, so first thing, this is my little laptop stand because I like working on the floor. This box, this thing, and it's not a painting. A lot of people thought it was a painting. Well, back when I've had it in almost every video that's been in my room, but I first got this. Yeah, it's not a painting. It's just a box. But I first got it 2 years ago, I think, at Comic-Con. It was part of the Cartoon Network booth or whatever. They had a bunch of these boxes as part of their setup, and I remember on the last day. Like when I first saw it earlier, I was like, oh my god, I gotta get one of those boxes. It's so cute, so cool. And on the last day on Sunday, I asked them as they're kind of like putting stuff away and like getting ready to leave or whatever. I was like, oh, can I have one of those boxes? And they let me have one. So that's what this is. And I did put some paintings on top of it though over time over some evidences. Like I have this one. This is a bear. It doesn't really look like a bear. And then it says Kokoro Skian on the side in katakana. Yeah. And what that is this like really silly. Yeah, I put it like that. Because I used to like to have like animal themed dances or whatever, and one character that kept coming up was this bear character that was kind of developing. Anyways, but this bear is from a game, so it's called Kokoro Scan, or Heart Scan, and it's this really weird Japanese game for the DS. I got it a couple years ago, and I couldn't really even speak Japanese that well, so I had no idea what I was doing. But I showed it to, I had an exchange student friend when I was up at a different university, and I showed it to her, and she was just like, what is this doing? She was just like, oh. Basically, you speak into it, and it's supposed to tell you like what your heart is saying, or like what mood you're in or something. I don't know. I'm gonna give you guys a link to the trailer, because the song used to get stuck in my head. That's totally why I got the game. It's just because the trailer is so ridiculous, and I was just like, I have to see what this thing is. Anyways, so that was this one. And then another one I have right here is just one of the faces of the companion cube. I wanted to make all 6 so I could make a full cube, but I just did the front one for one of the dances. Yeah, what else? Oh yeah, Pokeball. I added recently to the dance environment or whatever. I also got this at Comic-Con 3 years ago, but they hand them out every year. And it's for the trading card game. But I played both. Mostly the Game Boy games, not so much the trading card games, but I did collect the cards. Yeah, a lot of you guys, if you're like around my age, I'm sure you guys played Pokemon. But yeah, comment below like what first got you into Pokemon, or what is the first Pokemon related memory that you have. Mine was, I was in 4th grade, and there's this boy, and he was such a weirdo, but he, okay, just one, this is not gaming related, but just a memory I have of him, something about, we were, like, I think, something to do with growing beans or something, like, you know, elementary school kids that are like, maybe middle school, anyways, how you put the bean in the dirt in the bag and you water it, and then you're supposed to like watch it grow because you learn about seeds and growing things. But instead of putting it in the bag thing, he got an extra one and he put it in his water bottle. And I remember he left it there for several days and it got moldy or something. And then he drank out of his water bottle, and like all the people in the class were like, oh, you're so gross, whatever. So that was like his defining thing or whatever, because I don't know, little kids define people's, whatever. Anyways, so this kid, the lima bean water bottle kid, was the guy who gave me my first Pokemon card, and it was an Abra. And I don't know, it was kind of like at that moment it was like knew that something was gonna come of this, because I was like, oh my god, has like all, and I just remember like examining it and like looking at the picture. He's like leaning against a tree or something, sleeping, I think. Yeah. And it has like what his attacker, does he have an attack or just teleport? I forget. It's been a long time. But whatever, it had like his attacks or his non-attacks or whatever. And then like all the stats and stuff. I don't know, I was just like examining everything and I was like, oh my gosh. Like I knew right away I was gonna be into this thing, this world that is Pokemon. So yeah, so then from there, I got into Pokemon. Mainly, like I said, the Game Boy game. And my favorite memory, or my most prominent memory, is me and my friend entered this competition that was held in a mall. And there's 3 like leagues you could be part of. There's the Pika Cup, the Poke Cup, and like a Grandmaster Cup or something. And what those basically were, it was like what level you have your 6 Pokemon if you're in your team or whatever. And I think it was like what levels they could be. So like Pika Cup was like limited to like levels 15 to 25, and some of them had to be less than some number or something. And then Poke Cup was a little bit higher, and then the Grandmaster was like basically all of them are, there's no limit, so like level 100 or whatever, or 99. Anyways, but the prizes for each cup were the same, so we're like, okay, let's enter the Pika Cup, because it's going to be all the little kids, like younger than 4th grade, right, who are, who like have barely played the game, who are going to enter this tournament, or the Pika Cup. We have these like low level Pokemon. So basically we like made this like super optimal team of like Pokemon that either, I forget which one, but it was like ones that would like evolve early on, like in that time bracket of like 15 to 25 or whatever it was, because then you get like it was like an extra stat boost or whatever, you know, like when you first evolve, that's like disproportionate to later on. And or like Pokemon that are strong but low level that you get later on in the game that like newbies wouldn't have access to. Anyways, so we made this like perfectly balanced team with like perfectly awesome Pokemon, and then we fed them all the like vitamins and stuff that normally you'd give them later, but you give them early because they're just like beefed up for like that level. So it was like the iron and calcium and like whatever to get their stats all. And what else? And then you could teach them with TMs or whatever, like different abilities, and then also we made sure to get Pokemon that like I don't remember, it was like Lapras or something. But it was like Lapras can also learn Thunder, so it's like we threw them off because they're like, what? Lapras can learn Thunder? Like I don't know, it was like did all these tricky things, and it was awesome. And we won. It didn't come down to like a finalist or whatever, but I think it's like 3 rounds, and we won every round like easily. It just like slaughtered all the other people, and we got these like little badge keychain things for like gym badges or something for each one. And then what else? They gave us Mew. They uploaded to our Game Boy, so we're like, oh my god, so you can't get Mew normally. And like a certificate of authenticity. I don't know, it was really cool. So that was my favorite Pokemon related memory. And then I stopped with like the original 150, or I guess 151 with Mew, or 152 with Togepi, if you want to count. Whatever. But what was I gonna say? Even though Togepi wasn't in the game, but I still count. Anyways, whatever. But yeah, when I got Gold and Silver, I was just like, I don't know, because I'm really sentimental. So I like, once I have my original like 150, like these are my babies. I don't want like any other, everyone else is an outsider. I don't want any new ones. I just want my originals. And yeah, so that was that was that. That was Pokemon. So that's what Pokemon is to me still. It's those original ones, even though it's probably something very different to the new generation of Pokemon, all the kids now. But yeah, I'm kind of curious, like, what kids today play. Because I feel like games have diversified so much, like, in the past couple of years. It's kind of like when we, or people my age, were kids, it was kind of like Pokemon was the game to play, the video game to play, you know what I mean? But, like, now there's, like, so much out there. Like, so many, like, the genres have grown on. But, what else? Yeah, so Pokemon, Gimme Box thing, Me Ninja, I got as a gift. That's another really good game. If you have a DS, Ninja Town, super cute, super fun. I don't know, some of my faves. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. It is 11 minutes. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed my ramblings. I'll see you soon.